Good day everyone, thanks for joining me today. I thought I was going to start off with showing you a short video of an order I've recently completed. A lot of the stuff is refurbished stuff that's come back to me. I've made the stuff a couple of years ago. I went to a different client, a very talented knife maker who know the horse archery community, who's then now sold on to someone else who now stays a bit closer and now brought some of the stuff back to me for a bit of refurbishment, change of size and everything like that. So I'm going to start off from my left or right and heading in the opposite direction. So starting off, this was a splint mail that I made, a set that was specially commissioned to be made. So it's pretty much mostly a chainmail hobbergen or hauberk with a lot of steel plate in the construction itself. So all of this plate I made, all of it was put together, riveted together, well not riveted, but all the chainmail together, and there's plate on the back as well. So the majority, and also plate on the side. So a lot of the bulk of the chainmail was brought down with plate, steel plate, to reduce the weight of it considerably, as chainmail is very heavy. And yeah, it made it. This was, I think, probably one of the last chainmail suits that I made, just because I don't focus on chainmail, just because how tedious the work is, and I don't find it as fulfilling anymore. So I've moved over more to plate armor. I really don't do much chainmail work anymore, and also because I butt the mail, and butted mail does tend to need a bit more maintenance than other work. So this one came back. I just need to make it smaller. I need to change the size because the previous owner did change it because his size changed, body size changed. So he did make it smaller, and now it did not fit the new customer. So I made a few changes, added stuff on the side, changed some of the steel plate, made it shorter, and so on like that, so it can better fit in. So yeah, this one is now ready. So it was just a bit of repair and maintenance in that, and a bit of change of size that I did for him. And he said he's going to finish up. He's got some chainmail he started working on. Then he's going to complete some of the armpits and a bit around the side. So this just came in for a bit of light maintenance. Then moving on. Okay, so next one here is another helmet that I made quite a while ago. It was a very plain helmet, had a flat top, and so what he wanted was, it didn't fit in too much, so I changed the size of it to fit his head a little bit better. I added the point on top here. I'm not 100% sure what this is called. This is a bit more of the Mongolian style horse archery side that he's going for. So, and I also added a horsetail plume to the top. I suspect this would be a plume holder, but I'm not 100% sure on that terminology. And then I added a bit of sides to hold on to a coif that I made for him as well. And so this is a bit of an older one, and you can probably see a little bit that it's got a very nice patina actually. It was slightly rusted. I removed some of the rust from it. Obviously this is just all mild steel, so it does rust. I'm not a fan of stainless steel. I don't think I'll work with it. Also based on the fact that stainless steel is a little bit harder to work. It's a harder steel. It's stronger than mild steel. However, it does have a tendency to crack on occasion. I've heard of many stories of stainless steel cracking if it takes a knock, and it's not as easy to work. Plus, I don't like the sheen on a stainless steel. Sheen's got a bit more of a white shine to it, so I'm not crazy about that. So this is a mild steel, so I did clean it off with a wire brush, clean off the rust, so it does have a very nice patina actually on it. Along with this, so all I did is I changed the top watch, I put the plume on, changed the actual structural size of it, repainted the interior, and then a nice horse plume on the top. The horse plume is sort of removable. It does take a bit of effort because this does get damaged. It can. So you can remove the plume itself. What I did for this one is, this is also something I made for him, was a coif. So I did make this coif for him to put on so he can wear it. It's got a bit of padding to it. It's not too thick. It's got a bit of padding. He can obviously put it on and then stitch the holes on the side here for where it fits his helmet the best. This is something I sewed this week. I was busy with this. I do have a short video on me working on this. I might bring it, I'm not too sure, see if I'm happy with it, but this does fit quite nicely. It's not 100% authentic, however it's a good padding, good way. Similar authentic on the side of authentic structure, the way it's put together and made, Material, not authentic. It's got a bit of synthetic padding and then pure cotton on the outside. As most people know, they didn't use cotton back then. It was mostly linen. Linen being difficult to get hold of, and linen, if you do get hold of it, it's very expensive. So use this as a good alternative. It does breathe quite well. So this goes with this helmet over here. Alright, moving on to the next one. Okay, this one again, a shield that I made for, again, the same customer. All of this, the splint mail, shield and the helmet, all went with the customer that I made this for. So he also sold it on. This was also following a very Mongolian style shield, also just a shield that I made for him. More of like a boss, a very small shield that they would carry with them if it comes to fighting on foot or so. I'm not 100% sure because this is a bit more Eastern to what I'm familiar with, but it would probably be carried on the saddle or on a belt, sort of also in a way that it provides protection while riding. A very interesting design. It's classic of the four knobs that tend to hide the studs for the harness on the back to hold. The central spike as well, that doesn't hide anything. I think it just completes the construction. These can become very ornate, delicate etchwork or engraving and carvings and so on put into it. On the back, what I did change is I put more of an authentic harness on the back, where it's just got two straps, put your arm through the one, hold on to the other. A bit more flexible, not too crazy. But the previous one I had was just a single handheld handle to hold on to that wasn't very authentic. So this customer's now asked if I can change it over to something a little bit more authentic. So this is what I've done on this side. So essentially it was just changing this, and then I cleaned up a bit of the rust on the outside of this one as well. So and this pretty much covers the shield. Then moving on to, I think some of you have seen these already. This is now bazoo bands. Is the best I can translate or pronounce that word. So this is for forearm protection. So this will obviously fit into your forearm, covers up to your elbow. This comes around your elbow. Again, this one is also Eastern style armor. With this one, I wanted to go a little bit further, so I did put a little bit of etching onto it. So coming in close, you can see it etched in an Ottoman style design, Ottoman Turkish style design, where I etched this in and then painted or inlaid gold into the etching. This is not inlaid, it's just a gold paint that I've got. It's not also pure gold because obviously that would be a bit expensive, but this is a copper paint that mimics gold that I've done on the back and the front of this. Well, technically this would actually be the back of it and this would be the front, depending on how you're looking at it. And roll the edges, made it all nice and neat. Obviously both left and right arms, this will go for the customer. Hopefully he'll be collecting this soon. The hinges I usually do try to make three types of hinges actually. One is just a plain hardware board hinge that I usually hide. You cut a slot in there so you hide the hinge, so you just see the actual the hinge part of itself and not the plates on the side. Then the second one is I'll buy one and then file it into a nice shape to mimic historical ones. Or the third one, if they really want it ornate, I will actually make my own hinges. This one was a hardware board one that I just filed into a nice shape, just to obviously go along with the rest of the design. So and there's those two. So that covers this order that I recently finished. It's taken me a bit of time to work on it. Obviously, this working on the chainmail took a bit of time, and then the horsehair I was waiting for the horsehair to put that on. This is actually part of horsehair extensions that I was brought that I could take the extensions apart and put some of the into the helmet. So yeah, overall I'm quite happy with this finish. I'm happy with the design and how it came to fruition. And yeah, so then that one I'm also very happy with. Another time that I got to push my skills a little bit to see how far I could go with this. And yeah, hopefully the customer is very happy. Hopefully, I'm not sure when this video will be released, either this week or the following week, depending when the customer comes to collect his armor. Might be before or after. So yeah, just wanted to show you this recent order that I'm working with. I'm finished. I'm still working with another order, the Ket helmet that you'll see some videos on. Hopefully I can bring out another video of that this week, a tutorial of how I'm making it. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Thank you very much for joining me today again. Thanks for coming along with the ride, coming to see what I do. Again, comments, questions, anything you'd like to ask, please go ahead, please ask. More than willing to help with you, answer questions and everything like that. And recommendations, if you can suggest something, I'd appreciate it, see if I can do something for you. After this order and the following order, I don't have any more orders, and it's going on to more of a thing of I'm going to make what I want to make. There's a few things I want to finish up first. I've got ideas of finishing up a crossbow and one or two other odds and ends. I know I've got someone's asked for a knife to make for him for a competition, for the actual competition itself as a prize in the competition. That might be a bit of something I'm going to sponsor or donate to that competition. But there's a few odds and ends that I might be still working on. But Joe, if you can recommend something that you'd like me to see me make or so on, please feel free to let me know. All right, great. Thank you very much.